And liftoff.
We begin on a launch pad in Cape Canaveral, Florida, where private spaceflight company SpaceX continues beating its own record for successful flights. This time, the Falcon 9 rocket carried another batch of Starlink satellites to orbit, adding to the constellation of satellites delivering broadband access across the planet. It was the company's 33rd launch this year after 31 launches in 2021. Bombshell news emerged this week from a televised meeting in Moscow. Russia's new space chief Yuri Borisov told Russian President Vladimir Putin the agency will pull out of the International Space Station, or ISS, after 2024. Russia's announcement followed the 47th anniversary of the 1975 Apollo-Soyuz mission between the U.S. and USSR, which marked the first international space partnership. For those who've been following the history of that partnership, Moscow's threatened pullout is nothing new.
Russia has said in the past that they were going to end this after 2024. They're saying they're going to start their own space station. They've been saying for decades that they're going to build new capsules to replace the Soyuz, new rockets, space stations, moon. You just hear stuff from them constantly, and the vast majority of it never happens. So are they really going to end their participation in 2024? I don't know.
The announcement follows a tandem spacewalk this week between cosmonaut Oleg Artemyev and Italian astronaut Samantha Cristoforetti. If Russia ultimately halts participation, experts say that could spell trouble for the ISS.
They could just leave. That would be a disaster. Our segment doesn't have a propulsion module. The American segment points the station up, down, left, right. Unless you put the big rocket engine where the Russian segment is, which pushes right through the center of the station, you're always you're firing one rocket to speed it up and another rocket to keep it from spinning, so you waste a lot of propellant.
Colonel Wirtz added that the federal government could incentivize private spaceflight companies like SpaceX and Axiom Space to fill in the gaps created by a Russian departure from the ISS. U.S. officials expressing disappointment over Russia's announcement, which comes as Moscow weathers international sanctions over the invasion of Ukraine.
It's an unfortunate development given the critical scientific work performed at the ISS, the valuable professional collaboration our space agencies have had over the years, and especially in light of our renewed agreement on spaceflight cooperation.
Fire.
Finally this week, teams from NASA and Northrop Grumman conducted a full-scale test of a Space Launch System, or SLS, solid rocket booster in the Utah desert. The 5-segment boosters are the largest and most powerful ever built for flight. The SLS is designed to carry the Orion capsule, its astronauts and cargo out of Earth's orbit and directly to the moon. Arash, Arabasadi, VOA News.